Hi everybody, welcome to EDU 380 Digital Literacy and Technology. This video is meant to be an orientation to the Blackboard site and is a welcome to the class. We got 30 students strong in the class, so it's going to be a very interesting semester. So when you log on to the Blackboard site, this is the page that you'll come to. The announcements page is the landing site. You'll see there are no announcements there yet, but there will be because I'm going to put this video up here when I finish it. Okay. Off to the left, you'll see the toolbar, and I've tried to keep it as simple as possible so it's easy to navigate. After announcements is about this course site. This is just a sort of a boilerplate that most Blackboard sites have. It just gives you an indication of what each one of these tabs are about. And I don't use all the tabs, okay? So I don't use blogs. This is important about your browser. Okay, Blackboard works best with Firefox. Okay, Chrome can work, but there's some issues with that as well. I use Chrome on my Mac and don't have any problems, but others have. So Firefox works the best. If you're used to using Internet Explorer or Safari, please download Firefox and make sure you use that because you're just going to have problems with it. Okay. So make sure that you do use the Firefox. And then here's a tab for resources for you if you're new to Blackboard or if you're not so new. The resources are good anyway. So that's the second tab. Here you'll find, oh nice, I get a dictionary, which I didn't really want, but that's okay. The next you'll find the syllabus and a schedule of due dates. Okay. Now I've given you a schedule of due dates because they're not following a pattern. Okay. Because I'll explain in a minute how this is set up in 2-week modules, that some things will be due in the middle of a module and some at the end. So this will be an important document for you to download and look at. And you'll see that what will happen. So feedback means you're not getting a grade. You're just getting feedback, all right? You'll see the grading comes later on in the semester. So lots of opportunity for revision. And Blackboard requires me, when you submit something, Blackboard requires me to enter a grade or a number, so you'll get a number, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't indicate quality or lack of quality. It just indicates that you've completed it, so the Blackboard will let me go on to the next person. And those numbers are not figured into your course grade. Okay, it's just a mechanism to submit the work so I can give you feedback. All right, so that will be an important document for you. Here's the syllabus. I'm going to go over this in another video for the introduction to the course, but here it is, and you can copy it or whatever you want. Just read it online. You don't have to actually download it. Some people like to have a paper version, which is fine with me. I also have the scheduled due dates within the syllabus as well. Okay, and then there's a rough sketch for each module. Okay. And this is all subject to change, as you know. As I get to know you and what you need, we may switch things up, but at least we have a plan for beginning, all right? And there's a link for the bookstore if you need there, although there's no book to buy for this class, which is kind of nice. All right, so I'm going to come back to the syllabus in a little bit, but I want to go through the rest of the Blackboard site. Instructor information is about me. Okay, so here's my phone number and where you can find me. I'll put my cell phone up here as well. I don't know why I didn't do it to begin with, but I will. And you can, if you can't get me, if you call my office number and leave a voicemail, it's automatically sent to my email, so I get it no matter where I am in the world. And I might not be able to call you back, but I could email you back. If you have an emergency and need to talk to me right away, you can use my cell phone, which I will provide here. But don't call before 8 o'clock in the morning and don't call after 8 o'clock at night, okay? Because those are my protected hours, okay? My office hours are 11 to 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays or by appointment. I'm here a lot, so I can be available other days as well. Course content is the most important part, okay? So this course is made up of modules. So we don't meet every week, okay? We have 2-week modules. So what that means is that on module 1, which will begin Thursday, I've designated Thursday as the meeting day for this class, all right? So that by 9 o'clock Thursday morning, you can expect the next module on the day it's due to be ready. So this module begins on September 3rd and ends on September 17th. So on September 17th, a new module will be available. And oftentimes I make the module available well in advance of that date, but that's the date you can be guaranteed to get that module. So you can imagine that the 2-week modules is a fair amount of work in each module. And I set it up this way so that people can have a little more flexibility in getting the work done. I found that sometimes 1 week isn't enough, okay? So even though I've added more work to the 2 weeks, it gives you a chance to sort of distribute it a little bit, okay? So to access the content, you're going to just click on the module and it'll give you the information. I'm going to come back to this in a minute because I just want to show you the other tabs. So learning resources, this is generic. I don't put my learning resources here, but here's some information about the library. Discussions will be important. We will have some discussions throughout the semester, one for each, not each module, but there will be 5 discussions. These are whole group discussions. You can see the first module will be about digital natives and immigrants, and then the others will be announced as we get to them. Most importantly is you're going to introduce yourself here, and I'll come back to that in a second when I go to the course content. And then I'm going to be setting up peer groups, which means you're going to have a group of students, and I think I've set up 6, so that would give 5 in each group, which is a good number, and those 5 people will give feedback on the components of the unit plan and the digital tasks that you're doing throughout the semester. Okay, so these are not graded; they're just peer groups. I expect you to engage in them. I will be joining the groups to give feedback as well. But I don't want you to be a lurker. I want you to be proactive in sharing your work and collaborating. Okay, again, Blackboard asked me to give some kind of a number, so there'll be some sort of check to see that you've engaged in this collaborative work. And part of our work in understanding digital technology, digital literacy and technology is the power of collaborative work, digital collaborative work. So you'll need to engage in that in order to understand it. And then there's a tab here for technical and Blackboard support. Okay, so if you have any questions, you need some help. Let's go back to the syllabus. Again, think about where you want to be, how you want to download this or just watch it. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to go back now. Actually, I didn't want to go to syllabus. I'm sorry, I sort of lost my train of thought there. So I'm going to stop there because this is the tour. That's all I wanted to give you is a tour. And I'm going to record another video that goes over the syllabus and the first week module. But this gives you a tour of what Blackboard looks like and how to access it. If you have any questions, please let me know.